So I am very happy with how yesterday played out. Obviously, if you guys missed my later video yesterday, we talked about some very important things happening in terms of BTC and the total two, and it's following exactly what it's done historically speaking. And the great thing about this is ADA showed a lot of resilience. It bounced back in a big way. Nobody was fooled by yesterday's shakeout. And again, this may in fact be the last one around these price ranges right before ADA makes this 200% breakout that I want to talk about in this video with you guys, because there is in fact a major change that could be coming to the Cardano ecosystem. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yesterday, ADA actually got down to some very, very low levels. It was actually down in the 87-cent range. Anybody that picked up ADA in those ranges, congrats. You did awesome. You caught the dip. That was actually ADA setting a slightly lower low, which I didn't necessarily like to see. I'm not going to say that's a good thing. But again, the good news is that the total two assets throughout crypto outside of BTC was in fact setting in a higher low, a good confirmation for the charts. And again, if you guys haven't checked out that video from yesterday, definitely go ahead and do so. And what we saw now was actually a very strong bounce back from ADA, climbing all the way from that 87-cent range all the way up to 97 cents overnight. Guys, that was a climb of actually over 13%. So a very strong move back within structure in terms of ADA. And again, we're just fighting this 20-day moving average, looking for our next breakout to the upside. Now, the great news is that the inverse Kramer, guys, it holds true, 100% win rate, right? Jim Cramer yesterday morning posted truly hideous opening, just a total washout coming. And this was early yesterday morning, and then we know how the day went down. We saw ADA and most other assets throughout the space bounce back with some conviction. A very, very exciting sign across the market. And frankly, BTC not just closing yesterday with a Dragonfly Doji candle looking really good. BTC over today's daily candle, which started at about 12 hours ago, nice solid green block pushing above its 20-day moving average, and potentially a very nice sign of things to come. Now, again, remember, tomorrow something very important is coming. We do have the CPI report. I think that'll be a big indicator of where we're going to be headed for the rest of the week. But this is a strong, strong sign nonetheless. Now, some good news did come out yesterday, and that is Charles Hoskinson did confirm they are in talks with the people at RLUSD trying to bring this new stablecoin to the Cardano ecosystem. Very, very big deal. You know, I've seen some people reference, oh, why don't we just use USDM? Why don't we just use djed? And what's important is that you have a robust ecosystem of stables. You need to have different ones because each of them serve a different purpose and function in a different way. What Charles Hoskinson said, if there is a reasonable path to integrating RLUSD, I'll try to cover it as a gift to the ecosystem. Cardano needs a solid stablecoin ecosystem from USDM, djed to RLUSD. We've already had a call with the RLUSD people. We are actively talking. So this is a very strong sign and again, something that the Cardano ecosystem needs. You need a strong, robust way to keep value within the space, but also be a bridge to additional ecosystems. Again, we talk so much about Cardano interoperability. That's one way that you do it. Now, what I will say is that we aren't necessarily getting some big signs from institutional investors yet. The last few days have been dump days. They need to turn around and start buying once again. Now, a good sign is that BlackRock has in fact shifted and started to accumulate BTC again. Something really important to watch because the last several times they have flipped from either neutral, from selling to either that or a neutral day to buying. We've tended to see some of these big rebound days in terms of institutional buying. So today might in fact be one of those days where we see BTC start to pick up a little bit of ground again. The great news about BTC as well is we basically invalidated our head and shoulders that was playing out. Here we had the left shoulder, the head, and then we had the potential of forming this right shoulder, but we did actually breach this neckline here. So invalidated. That's a very, very good sign. Doesn't mean that BTC can't drop further. Again, its potential, it could set another lower low here. But, you know, again, we're seeing this 100-day come up here. It's not going to want to cross that. We have we actually have our 20-week moving average, which is working its way up into this box as well. You guys can see that that's right about at 85K. So we're getting at the point where BTC's in I don't want to say it's in a no drop zone, but it's going to want to start making some moves the opposite way and start climbing here and showing a little resilience. And again, you know, all these signs point towards inauguration day. This is a very exciting sign. Now, where things are getting interesting is ADA is still playing into its formation on the ADA BTC chart. And you guys can see that we did come down. We actually tested the bottom of our trend here. And we're basically getting very close to that moment where ADA is going to try to make a breakout. And the interesting thing is last cycle, we were doing a similar thing. We were in this range of consolidation, and that during that time was actually a broadening wedge in terms of ADA. And finally, it made its breakout. It ran, it broke its trend. And then we saw ADA actually go on a 205% local run. And what I mean by that is that run actually ran all the way to the start of March. Okay. There was even a leg beyond that. But what we saw was BTC on the climb, but ADA outpacing BTC in a big way. And the interesting thing about that is it's looking like we're prepping for the exact same thing once again. Now, doesn't mean we're going to run 205% once again. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But where things are really going to get exciting again is with this new administration coming in. Again, maybe some mention of crypto, US-based cryptos, maybe are the leaders on this next leg once again, your ADA, your Algo, XRP, HBAR, XLM. If we see that same trend of excitement like we saw in November, it would not surprise me to see ADA take 200% versus BTC. So why that is important is if BTC, let's say, climbs back to, 100K, we may see ADA kind of around that $3 to $4 range. That would make a whole lot of sense. Maybe BTC even shows a little more strength. This is where ADA starts to, we'll say, overperform, right? Remember, ADA tends to perform some of its best later on in the market cycle. It's not a great early market performer, but when retail excitement is high, when there is excitement throughout the space, which we're getting to, that is when retail pushes ADA higher. So we have some very exciting things ahead. And, by that standpoint, if we do make that breakout sometime in the near term, this run could go until all the way in the latter part of February. And again, right around March, April, May is about that time where I would think we'd start our next cool down. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think we're going to get RLUSD? Are we going to have another green day ahead? Is ADA about to make this 200% move versus BTC? But have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.